Hello.
We made it.
Sort of.
Well, I mean, we're here.
Yeah.
It's been a wild night.
But look at that. Look at that.
It looks pretty fancy. Have you tried it yet?
No.
What do you think?
So it's a mix. It's a jalapeno margarita mix. This is what I'm going to say. It's good. It's not the spicy I've been trying to get. I guess I'm going to have to
put like some jalapeno juice in it.
Even when I put like the jalapenos and muddled them, it didn't get that spicy. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. But
well, they've done.
It is good.
What if you?
And this little stuff on the side. Oh yeah.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
What if?
Try it?
I might in a second. Let me finish my sentence. What if you put some of the tequila in like a separate bottle with some jalapenos in there?
I've got that jalapeno tequila too.
Yeah, but that's not. I don't really like that one as much. And you don't think that's that spicy, right? No. I'm just thinking you can infuse the tequila you've got.
Yeah, that might be the way to go.
Because I think that's what they did like at Alchemy Bar. Okay, now I'll try it. Okay. Is it real spicy?
No. I'd say the stuff on the rim is a little salty.
It's not too bad.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, you want to say hi to some people?
Yeah, let's say hi to some people.
All right,
we've kept you waiting. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
We've got Stacy. Hello.
Hey, Stacy.
And King Viper Jeff.
Hello, Jeff.
Let's see. Us telling
also, hello to Gina. Gina's in the background.
We're making drinks. Hey there, Les.
Hey, Les.
How you doing? Let's see. Cruise Nuts. Hello.
Hey, Cruise Nuts.
How's it going? And we've got Mr. Paul Vines.
Hello, Paul.
Hey, Paul. Stacey says, I like the shirt. Thank you.
This is just a little number I threw on last second.
This is the one that was
just
easy to grab?
Yeah. Just ripped off my aquarium shirt. Threw this one on.
All right. We got them all.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, sorry. Sorry for the delay tonight. We didn't foresee a delay. There's a reptile store about 30 minutes away from us, about an hour away from work. And it's their 1-year anniversary.
Oh. Hey there, Austin.
Hey. Oh, Austin. Yeah, you'll want to be here for this. So it's our 1-year anniversary. Artistic Reptiles is what the place is called. And they had a bunch of sales. We've been watching them, and there wasn't anything we really wanted that we knew of. But this is the place where we got the emerald tree skinks. And so the owner told me she's been trying to get more in. Well, we've been watching, hoping for the sale they'd get them in. But they hadn't posted anything. And so
Les says, what did you guys buy?
Yeah, way too much.
Yeah.
So we decided to stop at the liquor store on the way home. So
I wanted some wine.
Yeah, and I got the tequila mix and this stuff on the side. And then we went to dinner at Portillo's, which is like a Chicago place. And while we were eating dinner, they posted on Facebook Emerald Tree Skinks. So we were going to go tomorrow, but we're like, well, we couldn't tell how many they had, and like we knew we weren't the only people that were like bothering them about Emerald Tree Skinks. So we said, let's just go. So
hey there, Sharon.
We went up. Hey, Sharon. So we drove up to Artistic Reptile, and sure enough, they had a bunch of Emerald Tree Skinks. So we had to get 2 more females because we already have a male and a female. We wanted 2 more females.
Stacy says we can hear you fine, but there's a weird feedback buzzing noise.
Oh, interesting.
You want to turn yours off and turn it back on?
Yeah, we'll turn them off and on again. Hopefully that helps. Okay.
Is that better?
Let us know if that made any difference at all, or if it didn't.
If not, I can try and do it with the receiver.
Oh,
hey there, Anita.
Hey, Anita. So they also have had this little Aki monitor, the small species of monitor lizard that I've been looking at for a while there, and I've been tempted by it.
Sounds the same. Did it sound different when we turned the mics off?
Oh, good question. Yeah. Technical problems.
Yeah.
Is everybody else getting that? Is it? It's not just Stacy.
Yeah, is
getting
it
that?
just Stacy? Come on, Stacy. Get it together.
Let us know. Is there a weird buzzing?
No noise when the mics were off.
Oh, okay.
But this is still just Stacy, so it might just be Stacy's ears.
Probably not, though. Anyway.
What are you drinking? You sound good. Okay.
Maybe it is Stacy's setup or something.
I don't hear it. So
oh.
Okay, so it is just Stacy.
It's not us, Stacy. It's you. Yeah. Okay.
Sharon wants to know what you're drinking.
So, anyway, well, I'll tell you in a second, Sharon. So
I'm drinking wine.
So I ended up buying the Ackie monitor. The guy that bred them was there, like, for their anniversary thing, and we got to talk to him, and it was on sale, and it was a good price to begin with. And then we got the 2 monitors, and then I had to get some.
Skinks.
Skinks.
We did not
One monitor, 2 skinks, and then I had to get some lights, and then she bought a new terrarium that she's been wanting to get that was also on sale, and some soil, and you got some raffle tickets.
I got some. Yeah, they had they've got 5 different animals and setups that they're raffling off. And she gave me way more tickets than what I bought, but
and we got some crickets.
We spent a pretty penny there.
Yeah, let's just say that it would have paid for me to go on a 5-night cruise. What I spent there tonight.
Probably true.
So anyway, but Sharon, to answer your question, before we knew we were going to the reptile store to break the bank, we went to the Total Beer and Wine, Total Wine and Beer, whatever it's called, and spirits. And I already had some 1800 Reposado tequila that I got a few weeks ago, but I got like this. What is this stuff called? It's like a type of pepper or something.
I don't know. Do you want me to go get it?
No, you don't have to do that. And I got a mix.
Well, I'm going to go anyways because I want to show off my wine bottle.
Margarita. And it's quite tasty, and I can tell you, it's not going to last long. This is real good. Like, I'm real happy with this drink. And anyway, then we got home. We already had sort of things not ready to go, but almost ready to go. So we had to.
I'll take it back, but you can show it real quick.
Oh yeah. Instead of salt, it's this
you should turn it.
Tajin. I don't know how you say it. It's Classico seasoning.
And this is what I'm drinking. While I take this back.
No, well, she's drinking a lighthouse.
Yes.
A beacon in the night. It is St. Augustine. It's the winery in St. Augustine, Florida, which is a really cool winery.
It's my favorite.
St. Sebastian's, is that what it's called?
San Sebastian. It is my favorite wine. This is one that we got a couple years ago. And I wasn't going to drink it because I think the lighthouse bottle is really cool. But then I was like, I can keep the bottle and drink the wine. So I decided to open the bottle before it goes bad. So I'm not wasting the wine out of it. But it's called, well, it doesn't say on here.
Does wine go bad? Doesn't it get better with age?
Apparently it can go bad. It's called like Vinters Red, I think is what they call
Something
it.
Like that. Vinters Red. Yeah.
Vinters Red. But this is my favorite wine. And this is the lighthouse bottle. So I'm gonna put it back in the fridge.
This is, I just can't tell you how happy I am with this drink. I wish it had a little more spicy kick to it, but the flavor is on point. We got a margarita mix, I don't know, like a year ago or so, and it was garbage. It was like hot.
It was
garbage.
Gross. It tasted like someone.
Like you're better off just drinking the straight tequila. And so I was leery, but this one is quality. Like I really like this.
I'm glad you like it because I was a little concerned.
Yeah. And with the reposado.
And with us running tequila, a little bit late and stuff, I didn't want you to be thrown off. We've got words here.
Ooh.
Let's see.
There's a little something.
Sharon says she's drinking wine too, Merlot.
Merlot.
All right. 1800 tequila.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stacy. That looks like a nice bottle of wine. Yeah, it's quite delicious. My sister is into lighthouses. Your dad really likes lighthouses, right? Yeah. Anita says, "What a pretty bottle." Sharon says, if wine is open, it goes bad.
If wine is open, I knew that. But
yeah, I knew that, but I think
mean,
if it's just like old in general, like it could also. Edie said that she had a bottle that they had for a while, and eventually they opened it, and it had like gone vinegary.
Well, it has to be stored properly and stuff. But I mean, that's like really expensive wines are like old.
Right, but I think they're aged that way. I don't think it's that they're sitting in the bottle for that long. I don't know about that. I don't really know how wine works. So. I was thinking about getting a wine cooler fridge thing, like a small one, like for a few bottles.
So anyway,
yeah,
that's been our life tonight.
So we made it home about 8:30. Put the animals in a mostly set up, somewhat temporary. We'll fix it up a little more tomorrow. Setup.
Yeah, they're good. We just got to get their heat and stuff, but they don't need that during the night.
But they're mostly set up.
This is I feel kind of gross, like licking the rim, but it's just that good.
So, Les says, do I see a wine fridge on the horizon? I mean, put me on the horizon and I'm sure I can find that wine fridge. But yeah, if I can find one that's not like crazy expensive, I've decided that I really like drinking wine on Friday nights. I don't need to drink it every night, but
what is a wine fridge compared to a regular fridge?
Les, what's a wine fridge?
Yeah, Les.
Compared to a regular fridge?
Tell. Is it just a temperature change? Like, is it a lower? I feel like it's not as cold.
It's like a cooler, not a colder.
Well, since we've kind of gotten off soda, like we have that refrigerator that you could.
I could keep my wine in that.
Adjust the temperature in there.
That's true.
Because you know what else would do better and not as cold of a temperature, I think.
The worms?
Wax worms. I think they would do better in that. So we could have worms and wine. It's the worms and wine fridge.
It's, what is it? Oh.
We need a new sign.
Well, I was going to say, what is it? World of Warcraft. Wow. This is the wow. Worms and wine. WAW.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. That's
not the wow fridge. Well, the wow fridge.
It could be called Fine Wine Friday, Anita says.
Yes. Stacy says Circle needs a wine flavor. Oh, yeah.
They don't have one? They have like hundreds of flavors.
They have an iced coffee. I got one.
I'm sorry. I'm just like, I feel like, but I'm
going to try the iced coffee tomorrow morning. I didn't try it today because I didn't want to take it to work and then not bring it home. So, but yeah, since we've been off soda, you've been drinking tea. I've been drinking the Circle water bottle. It's been going well. See, supposedly optimum storage temperature for wine is 55. What is our fridge set at?
I think a refrigerator is usually at like 45. 40.
So my
45.
wine is being kept too
I don't
cold.
know. Les, did you know that or did you look that up? I'm just curious.
Oh, hey there, Sean.
Hey, Sean. Is that like knowledge that you just had or did you just use the
Les just knows things.
The old Google? I mean, I'm impressed either way because I always tell people it's not that you have to know everything about your subject
you just have to know enough to get by.
You said no, you just have to know how to find the information.
Well, that's true.
You don't have to memorize everything. You just have to know how to access the information.
That's what I tell people.
That's the important thing.
New people that come in that I train to do my job because there's a lot of information to know. Like every time like Simone asks me a question, I say, you know where to find that information. She's like, or I could just ask you. I'm like, but what if I'm not here?
I recall you saying something very similar today at lunch.
What?
When you were doing math and you were like, ask me, what's this percentage off of this? And I told you, and I was like, your calculator could do that. And you're like, yeah, or I could just ask you.
But it's different.
Oh, is it different?
Yes.
Regular refrigerators should be 32 to 40. So so that would be significantly different. And I think, see, this is something I don't know, but I know how to find that information, but I'm not going to do it right now. I think the waxworms would probably do better in the like 50s. They'd still wouldn't go through metamorphosis, but it wouldn't like because a certain percentage of them will die in the refrigerator. Like I think that's because it's technically a little too cold. Yeah. But I could be wrong. I could be just pontificating.
Les says, to be honest, I Googled it. My wine never got hot. I drank it as soon as I bought it.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, and Stacy's reference is his refrigerator thermometer.
Ah, okay. There you go. All right, but that's data. You're collecting data. You know, that's how we do science. We collect data. We analyze the data, and then if we made any hypotheses, we see if it supports it or doesn't support it, and then that's how we do science. People, come on.
I turned on this AC and I'm like it feels good because I was really hot, but I'm also kind of cold.
Oh, it feels good to me.
Yeah.
But I'm like really sad that my margarita's gone.
You gonna make another one?
I might make another one after the live is over. I'm not gonna do it now because it takes. Kimber also got me like a shaker. I've been wanting like a proper shaker because the one we've got is kind of garbage.
Bad.
So it's a Boston shaker, but then I'm not smart enough to use it properly. So I shook up my margarita and then it was stuck, and I didn't have the capability of freeing it, but she did. So, and again, she didn't know how to do it. She Googled it and then found the answer. And there you go.
See?
Yeah.
I do know how to find
Sean says if I put my hand in the fridge and it is cold, that is cold enough for me. Well, yeah, and I mean that works for the majority of things. But when you're talking about waxworms and wine, you have to be more specific.
Stacey said you can talk while you make
thing.
another.
I see a little Wi-Fi thing appearing, which is our internet being funky. You just unplug the router. There, it's gone.
I did, yeah.
So hopefully we're not laggy.
Nice background.
Tonight.
Thank you.
So yeah,
it's chilly now.
Our first week back at work after being off last week, so we got that out of the way. And
my watch wants me to close my rings.
My mom is back in Missouri. She's fighting birds. Not really fighting them, but she had birds. Like the birds loved my mom so much that they tried to get into the house, and then
they did get into the house.
And then they freaked out. It wasn't the hummingbirds. And then she had to catch. Well, she didn't catch them. She had to get them to leave the house so they wouldn't die in the house.
I hope I get a new gargoyle gecko.
I mean, you put in a lot of raffles, but a lot of people did.
I bought 20, and I feel like I don't know what she gave me.
I think she gave you twice that.
Maybe.
I didn't
count them.
Yeah. It was $15 for 20 raffle tickets. But the amount of money that we spent, she's like, I'm just going to give you some extra. I think.
She didn't want to count them. She was really busy. I think she was a little flustered. And as we were checking out, we're like, and this one, and this one, and this one.
And I think she gave you 30 or 40 raffle tickets. So
that you put into the wrong bin.
And then I put them in the wrong. There's containers for the different things that are being raffled off. And there's one for the gargoyle gecko with the setup. And then I put it in the crocodile skink. Not crocodile skink setup, which I think is a really cool animal, actually.
It is, and I've considered it, but it's not.
At one point, you wanted one.
And I think they're really cool. And if I got one, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Yeah.
But that's what our coworker and friend Kiara was there as well. She's the one that told us about this store. And she did 100 raffle tickets and put them all into the crocodile skink.
How many?
100.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's
she had to write her phone number 100 times.
Oh my God. So how much did that cost her to do? $60?
But if she gets the animal and all the setup.
I wonder if they're going to break even with all those setups with people putting in raffles.
Oh, I'm sure.
Paying for raffles. It depends. I didn't know if that store would be busy, but it was busy tonight.
It was.
It was crazy busy.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people bought raffle tickets, but there were some in there.
I mean, most people that went in there, walked out, purchased something.
Yeah. And there were some good deals. It wasn't we've got a sale. And it was legit.
Animals were purchased.
There were some.
I know. I saw that guy with the ball python.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Michael Ann.
Hey there, Michael Ann. Sean says, you folks having a heat wave now. I mean, it's Florida.
It's always warm in Florida.
We're having the regular heat wave.
I mean, it's 80 degrees Fahrenheit right now, Sean. So that's, I don't know what that is in Celsius. But I'd say
that's divide it by 2 and add 17 or something
No,
like that.
I just Google it and then I convert it. Because I don't want to have to do equations.
Isn't that what you do though?
It's like you multiply or divide and then you add or subtract or something. I don't know. It's not that complicated, but it's hard for me to remember, so I just don't.
I don't know.
I can just convert it. It's about 27, I'd say round up, 27 degrees Celsius is what 80 degrees Fahrenheit is. Yeah. So that's what it is right now, Michael. And so it got up to that up there in Canada. But during the day, it was like in the 90s.
Yeah, it was it was warm today. Did we walk today?
Yeah, we did.
Where did we go? I don't remember walking.
We
got pizza.
Yeah, we went to
So we sort of walked.
Fabrica. We walked a little bit.
Yeah. Anita says it's finally warming up here too.
Yeah.
I'm like exhausted. Like I feel like we were like go, 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 go. And now that we're like sitting down, I feel like my body is still go, 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 go.
Oh, Sean's got it. Oh my God, seriously? Take your temp, subtract 30, and divide by 2. Okay, so take your temp. So it's 80 degrees. Subtract 30.
50.
Is 50. Divided by 2 would be 25.
So close.
It's close.
Yeah.
But didn't it say 26.6666?
Yeah, it was 20. Yeah. So I divided and then added instead of subtracting and then dividing. I had the things there. They were just off.
You know what 0 degrees Celsius is?
30.
32.
32.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Does that work? 32 minus 30 divided by 2 would be 1. So yeah. It's probably as close as it gets. See, not that freaking hard. It's hard. It's hard enough. And now Stacy's posting algebra.
I saw that too. You know what? That math is not worth
Fahrenheit
it for me.
minus 32 times
5/9.
5/9.
So, I mean, really, minus 30 divided by 2 gives you a close enough estimate.
It gets you within a degree or 2.
Yeah.
Which is good enough. I mean,
I can ask Google.
What's 82 versus 80? I mean, that's about the same.
Hot.
Really. Although in the house, I will say,
it makes a difference.
Like if your thermostat's on 75, and that can be a little warm, but 73 might be cold. So Anita hates math. Michael Ann has a conversion app on the phone, Save My Brain. Yeah, I mean, you can just like, if you have like, I'm sure this works with Android, but with iPhone, like I can just ask Siri.
Yeah, that's true.
She'll tell me if she hears me and comprehends it correctly. Or I can just ask Google in the Google search. Or conversion app is nice too.
So many options.
There's a lot of options. It is easy to get to that number these days. So we had a stingray encounter at work today. Kind of.
Yep.
We're testing a new. Well, we're bringing it back, sort of, but we're testing the new stingray feeding experience that people can purchase at the aquarium, and they needed. They've been trying to get
Larry?
Employees to test it out as customers and give feedback. So we did. We fed stingrays and did the little tour that the customers would get.
Did you notice when we were standing in the waiting area to get ready, and the educators that came over to greet us, did you hear them when they came around the corner and saw that it was us? They walked around and Sam said, "Oh, it's Matt and Kimbra."
I guess, I mean, it's been like lots of people testing it, like guest services and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was just really funny. It's like, yep.
Well, nobody was signed up, and then my boss told me and you know, please sign up. We really want your feedback. I didn't know that. I was like, I've fed stingrays. I'll let somebody else take the opportunity.
Why I did sign up too.
But she's like, no, we want you to do it. Please do it. So we did it. It was kind of cool. Like they've been working on target training with the stingrays. So we have 3 species of stingray in there, but mostly it's cow-nose rays. So those are not the ones you see in the Caribbean, but you do see them in Florida. They're more active stingrays, so they don't sit on the bottom very often, and they have like a circle. Was this? No, it was a square, wasn't it?
It was a square.
It was a square with like black and white stripes. Because I guess we don't know for sure if stingrays see in color. I don't know why we wouldn't understand that, because that's like based on cones and rods and things like that. But apparently we don't, or we're not sure. So the contrast is enough to get their attention. There's a hole in the middle of it. So the idea is that the stingrays associate that with positive experience. So they swim over to it, and then a fish goes in the hole. I could make a really rude joke about that, but I'm not going to. And then if they eat the fish, then they have us, the guests, interact with the stingray, because that gets them desensitized to that, so that if our vets need to do some sort of checkup, exam, the stingrays just think that they're getting a reward for going to the thing, getting fed, and they don't think it's weird that they're being like felt up by the vets. So kind of cool. And then the other 2 species of stingray are more like bottom, benthic, we'd say, stingrays. So they have like a blue circle, flat blue circle, and they sink that to the bottom. And that was impressive. Like, they've only been training the stingrays with the black and white thing for, I think she said, like a month or so.
Mm-hmm.
And they were getting it, but they've been doing that blue circle for a while. And I mean, there's only 2 of these stingrays that are different, I think. So she dropped that circle, and I mean, they were on it. They were like setting on it. Like, both of them were trying to get on to the circle because they knew that's where the food came in. So that was really cool. It just sometimes still amazes me how intelligent animals are that we wouldn't necessarily think of as intelligent. And intelligence is a term that is not defined in one way, but the pattern recognition and just the experiential knowledge these animals can retain is easy to underestimate. They're pretty impressive animals. So,
Stacey said, "How large is a stingray brain?"
I mean, it depends on the size of the stingray, but it's not huge. It's not a huge brain. Like I'd say a stingray, say like this big of a wingspan, it's probably, its brain is like smaller than the first digit of my pinky. It's kind of elongated like that. So it's not, we're not talking about like dogs and parrots and primates, that kind of. It's different, but it's enough that they are really good at, like reptiles are very similar. They're very good at picking up patterns and making those associations, and then remembering that to do again. It's pretty cool.
There's
Cool.
Todd.
Hello,
from
Todd.
the Frenzy formal night. Just
nice.
dropped by to say hi. Or are you wearing your new 3D printed
y'all
gear?
Dolled up for the Ferenzi? Ferenzi, it sounds like Ferengi. Well, have a good trip there, Todd.
That's a lot of words. Let's see. I was gonna let you read it.
Oh, okay. Did you guys see on the news that an orangutan, I think, chewed on some sort of a medicinal leaf, made a paste, applied it to a wound underneath their eye, and it worked to heal itself? I did not see that.
Wow.
That is beyond tool use, I would think. That's like another level of tool use. That's interesting. I'll have to look for that, because that is like another level of cool for intelligence. I mean, if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be something like an orangutan or chimp or something like that. But it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Larry says, Ananda and I experienced stingrays at, I'm going to say that wrong,
Hella? I think it might be Hella.
We've talked about that before. In Mexico, we got lucky, and the staff ended up allowing us to interact.
Excarat starts the next X.
Yeah.
And the is from a C. So Hella.
Sean says, happy 4th to you lot. That's right. I still need a Star Wars shirt. I don't have one. But, no, we're not going we're not going to Hollywood Studios this weekend.
No, that would be a mistake.
But I think we're going to Epcot, so that'll be cool.
Yeah, we're going to try and go to Epcot.
Todd says, I cannot hear a word. The band is playing in the plaza. And Mike Land says, may the 4th be with you. I have,
And also with
you know what? I should wear my lightsaber earrings tonight just for the heck of it.
It's kind of too late now.
The eggshell thing.
Shella.
Yeah, I remember that.
Shella.
So I have a question for all of you. I don't know how Matt feels about this, but it could give us an idea. We're trying to come up with names for the new friends. So any ideas for a name for the Aki monitor?
Well, they don't even really necessarily know what an Aki monitor is.
Google it. Google it.
Oh, my phone?
I meant them, but you can do it for them.
I didn't take a picture of her. It is a her.
Yeah, we know
and
that.
She's about 8 months old.
Yeah.
She's a red Aki.
I just, they might come up with some really cool names that we're not thinking of.
She's from Australia. Well, she's not because she was captive bred in the United States, but that species is from northwestern Australia.
Sean said new names, Dave and Sue. Actually, we've got a bunch of females today, didn't we?
I think she kind of looks like that.
Yeah, she's pretty close to that.
She's basically a goanna. That's what you'd call her if you were Australian.
Mike Land says Sheila.
Sheila.
Barbie.
Barbie. Oh, like
on the Barbie.
Shrimp on the Barbie.
Yeah.
Sheila actually makes sense.
Sheila's not too bad.
Except for that's my stepsister's name, so that's a little odd. But we'll think about it. And there's already a bunch of monitors named Bindi, so that's taken by way too many monitors already.
Yeah. Austin said Bindi.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So we'll have to think about it. So
yeah. Austin, you have to come over and see all of the new friends that we've collected.
Austin, what are you doing, man?
Mike Land said Grace. Call her Anna, then you can say go Anna.
I mean the adventure. What is it? The Rescuers Down Under had Joanna the Goanna.
Yeah. Les says vote for Sheila.
Sheila.
Yeah, we haven't come up with any. We said Jackie the Aki, but I don't really like the name Jackie.
No. The new Emerald Tree Skinks potentially, we're between some names. They're female, so.
Well, the other two are pistachio and kiwi.
Mm-hmm.
So we were trying to think of like green foods.
That sound like names.
So
we've come up with potential of olive, parsley, clover.
I feel like there's another one you
I
liked.
think there was too. Chive, maybe.
Did you like
chive?
Chive?
Or what's the other name for chive? Like I don't remember.
Green onion.
Green onion. Muriel. Why Muriel, Sean? Larry says, we were just watching from the outside. The roped off area the staff came towards, and we thought we were in trouble. Turns out they were guiding the stingrays to swim around our feet. Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
That's cool. Madge.
Olive is good. Austin likes Olive.
Oh, he's got a kitty named Olive.
What was the other one? I don't know. I like okra. Matt doesn't like okra.
I just don't think it's the right color green. That's all. So, I don't know. Lizzie, we're trying to keep a theme here, though, Stacy. We're trying to keep green foods.
No. For Aki.
Oh, for the Aki. Sorry. Lizzie, yeah, we call it Lizzie Borden.
You obviously have not been watching Class Aussie movies.
No, apparently I've missed some.
Larry said Winky.
Marley. We've got Marty and Marley. I mean, they're both Australian.
Yeah, that's true. And they're going to live right next to each other.
Different parts of Australia.
Marley and Marty. That's kind of cute, Marley.
We've kind of got 3 of the 4 portions of Australia covered. I know there's more than 4 territories, but like, because the central bearded dragon, I believe, is southeastern Australia predominantly. I think that's where the centrals are, which is what Marty is. She's Pogona vidiceps. And then the Ackie monitor is like almost the entire northwest quadrant of Australia. Is that? Oh yeah. So she's not all the way over. Marty's kind of a little more centralized.
This is Marty.
Yeah.
Well, that's a map of Australia, but that's where
the green
Marty's
is
from.
Marty. Yeah. The carpet python, the jungle carpet python, is in a little bitty part of the very northeastern section of Australia.
I'm not going to get a map of that one.
It doesn't have a range map. Just search range map.
I was just hoping.
Australia's not that big, right? It's like as big as the United States. Yeah, so just way up in that little peninsula up there. Alice, after Alice Springs, that's cute. Greenwood, do you have one named Olive? Anita, Olive is a strong runner there. Dooney Budgie. Budgie actually would be a cute name for one of the skinks. The skinks are actually in Oceania. They're barely in Australia, but they're mostly in like Solomon Islands.
There's the Ackie area.
Yeah.
So we don't have like down here or down here.
Yeah, we have nothing from Melbourne, and nothing from the coast.
So we should get a fairy penguin.
Yeah. Okay.
Michael Ann says Olivia. Mango. Sean is heading out.
Good night, Sean.
Thank you for joining.
Yeah. Didgeridoo. I like that, Les. Didgeridoo. It's a lot to say though, like for a name.
Yeah.
But I do like that. Or what's the Ayers Rock? They have like a indigenous name for it. It's like Arutu or something like that, which also would be a lot to say, as would Ayers Rock. But Urtu, Uluru.
That's kind of cute.
Uluru. It's almost like Sulu. Uluru. But it's not. But that's not in her range. I don't think. I think that's a little bit too far east. But it's kind of central Australia.
Because apparently I decided to go to a map.
Yeah.
It might be.
It might be the very corner of her range. Michael Ann knew Uluru, yeah. I think Arutu is a different thing.
Boomerang.
Boomerang. I like that too. We can call her BM for short. No,
that's weird.
That'd be
bowel
wrong.
movement.
Yeah.
Loki. Name her Dot.
We have a turtle named Dot. Well, us knows that. Spot. Can name her Spot.
See Spot run.
Dottie.
Dottie
the Ackie.
I don't love that.
No.
Dot makes me think of like an old lady.
Dot? An old lady named Dot? Makes me think of the Animaniacs. Wasn't one of them named Dot?
Sorry, what? I read it.
Isn't one of the Animaniacs Dot?
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
And Hina says if you name her Marley, you already have a Marty, and you can call them by the nickname Eminem. I love that. I like Marley.
You like Marley?
I do.
Then you know what's going to happen if we call her Marley? Every time we say her name, I'm going to sing, "We're Marley and Marley."
Oh, I love that song too, though. That's like,
woo! We're Marley and Marty. Woo!
I like that though.
Horizon.
Oh, to go with Marty.
Yeah. Or we could
Jubilee.
Or well, we don't want to name her Pride. That would be weird. She was born 8 months ago. What was 8 months ago?
Well, it's May 3rd.
Which is the 5th month.
So let's just April, March, February, January, December, November, October. So the beginning of
Oh, she's
October.
a Halloween baby.
She's a,
Oh, that's fun.
well, technically beginning of October. Well, or end of, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
She's about the same age as Marty.
almost.
Yeah, she's
a
a
month apart.
a little bit older than Marty.
Yeah.
Huh, how about that?
Stacy said I had an aunt named Dot. She drove a semi-truck. See, Dot's an old lady name.
That drive semi trucks?
I mean, you know, to each their own. Austin, October. Yes, let's name our Aki Austin. Austin the Aki, female.
The female.
Osti Aki.
She identifies as a male.
Not based on what the breeder
Yeah,
said.
apparently not. The reason we know she's a female is because the breeder, I guess I don't know if he sells through the reptile store or he's sold them to the reptile store, but he brought a male in, and she's a little young to be up to the hanky panky, but when he put the male in, apparently she lifted her tail and was like, hey, and that's a female thing. So
we got a female.
So our little girl's a little, gonna have to keep her in check.
So
There's no males for her though, so it's okay.
a Halloween baby. So Halloween.
I mean, that goes with the Lizzie Borden thing. You know, Lizzie Borden. Lizzie Borden was this real person who like hacked up her family with an axe in the 1800s.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. That's cool.
I mean, it's not okay to kill people.
There's like a poem about it and stuff. Lizzie.
I made a joke about murder today at work. People like look at me like I'm really weird sometimes.
Well, you are kind of weird.
During our Stingray tour, we went into the commissary and there's a freezer in there, like a walk-in freezer. And our educator walked into the freezer and the door shut, and I said, "Is she gonna be able to get out of there?" And they said, "I think so." And I said, "I mean, that's one way to murder someone."
Yeah, she did say that.
Yeah. Michael Ann said Salem.
Salem. Oh, that's good.
Cute.
That's good.
Lizzie Borden had an axe.
Yeah. I'm trying to pull it up, but my internet's no.
Axie.
Lizzie Borden took an axe and gave her mother 40 whacks, and when she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41.
Oh, I've heard that before.
Yeah, that's based on I don't know exactly how true the details of it are, but there's been movies and books about it. It's a lot of it's become like, I think, urban legend, but I think she really did, I think, allegedly, kill her parents with an axe. But I don't know how much is, what the truth is probably hard to say at this point.
Did you say clover?
Clover was one of, yeah.
Did you say that though?
I think so.
Okay.
Not clove, because that's
Clover.
different.
So far I'm Marley I'm pretty high up on. I don't know how you feel
Marley,
about it. It's your Aki, it's not mine. Michael Ann is heading out. Have a good night, Michael Ann.
Good night, Michael Ann.
Stacy said, I think she did it, but she got off.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's like all kinds of, there's all kinds of theories on what really happened and stuff, and it's so far in history that I don't know. I have not researched it that much, but
now I just keep thinking of that song. It's Marley and Marty. Whoa.
If anybody's not familiar with that song, it's a Muppet Christmas Carol.
Hey there, Roxy. Welcome.
Hey, Roxy. Yeah, I like Muppet Christmas Carol. So.
Anita said she did get away with it if she did it.
Yeah, so yes. It's a weird historical thing. Who knows? Yeah.
What's on the agenda this weekend? Well, all kinds of stuff, or not as much stuff. So our plan for tomorrow happened tonight.
Well, part of it.
Well, yeah.
We were going to go to the reptile store tomorrow morning, but then we were afraid that, well, I was afraid all the skinks would be gone because I didn't know how many they had, and they had a lot. But
And when you post things on Facebook, things disappear.
But they're they are wild caught. Which,
they are. Some people don't want.
And I don't blame them. I mean, I'm hoping to breed them, or I probably wouldn't buy them that way either. But
we're not 100% on it.
They're not. Yeah, we got to give them a lot of love. They probably had a rough trip from
wherever they
Oceania.
From. Yeah.
So,
but the other two were, iffy when we got them too.
One was.
Yeah.
But I forgot
what are we doing this weekend?
Oh, but tomorrow, I also am hoping to make some progress on building an outdoor cage, habitat, enclosure, whatever euphemism you want to use, for the iguana who has decided that he likes us again. I want to get him outside on the screened-in porch, but in a not in an enclosure out there, because I think he will thrive out there. And
maybe while you're doing that, well, I don't know how much kind of help you're going to need from me.
Yeah.
But I was going to say I could take that cage and start doing a background on it for the geckos.
Maybe. I don't know how much help I'll need either. I'll have to get the stuff, and a lot of the cuts and stuff I can make. I'll probably just need your help to like screw things together and stuff. But that's tomorrow, and then Sunday we're going to go to Epcot because you want to see what is it called?
They're doing the Garden and Flower Festival, or I don't know if that's what it's called, but it's like stuff like that.
Maybe we'll actually get to ride the
Guardians of the
Galaxy ride.
We both have to get up early and try and secure that spot.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
And then if we have energy, we may have dinner with JT and Jen that Sunday night. I don't know how much energy we'll have.
It depends on how much we spend at Epcot. Energy, not time and money.
Yeah, I have no more money left. So
I guess that means I'm buying dinner. Can you buy your wood?
Yeah, I can buy the wood. Yeah, because it won't be that much.
Yeah.
So, but that's it. That's what we've got planned. What about everybody else?
Les says we're going to the 99th Howie in the Hills Founders Day at the Howie Mansion.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds intriguing.
We had a group come to the aquarium called Howie in the Hills Homeschoolers.
Who is Howie? Is Howie Mandel? What is Howie in the Woods, in the hills?
But I thought it was funny. I was like, what a silly name. But I guess Howie in the Hills is a thing.
I don't know what that is, but it's intriguing.
Roxy says she's coming to Tampa in July.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Oh, Stacy said D&D at some point.
I
don't know. I think Anita and Ed said that they have a craft show this weekend.
If not, then we can try and fit it in for sure.
Yeah.
But I think they.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
we'll
that might
try
have to be the next weekend.
Or maybe we can. Maybe we can get it during the week.
It's hard during the week.
It's such a late start.
Well, yeah, because for us, like a 7:00 start time is a 6 for you, which is lovely. But if it's a 3-hour game, then that's a 10:00 end time for us. Which isn't the end of the world. But I'm usually ready for bed at 9:30. So we'll see. We'll see. I need to prep.
It's a town in Florida, that says.
Okay.
Howie
in the Hills.
In the Hills.
It makes me think of Hungry Howie's.
It makes me think of Howie Mandel, like classic comedy, stand-up comedy.
I like cheesy
like when
bread.
Howie Mandel had hair. Howie Mandel.
Hungry Howie's has good cheesy bread.
That's all you think about is bread with cheese.
I mean, yeah.
Howie.
Located at the West Shore Little Lake Harris. I don't know what that means either.
Howie in the Hills. Oh, that's a creepy looking mansion.
Sure is.
What goes on there? Is that like?
There's a map.
Wait, it's right by the Yalaha. Wait, there was El Dorado.
What?
El Dorado, right?
We found El Dorado? Have you ever seen that movie? El Dorado is a great movie.
Kind of close to the Villages too.
I don't don't.
Oh,
Where are we at?
it's right there. It's a
Oh.
it's a little bit north of Orlando and a little bit west of Orlando.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The Howie Mansion,
Interesting.
historical landmark, a historic wedding and event venue in Howie in the Hills, Florida.
Well, we've had a wedding, so we don't need to do that. Also, it looks kind of creepy for a wedding. I feel like you'd have a haunted wedding.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
That'd be all right.
Mhm.
You want a haunted wedding?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really believe in ghosts, but it'd be like the mood of it or whatever. So, be good.
Okay.
Interesting.
Like the haunted house that my mom lives in.
Yeah. Like that. Cool.
Cool.
It is 10:04.
Sure is. I feel like we haven't been on here very long, but that's
because we haven't been out here very long.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You sleepy?
I am sleepy.
Long day?
No, it's been a long day, yeah. It didn't get crazy and hectic until
I was
after
gonna
work.
say I feel
though.
like I didn't do much of anything until we
No,
left
it was a
work.
slow day at work, but little did I know that stuff was going to go crazy after that.
Yeah. Does your mom have ghosts? So, my mom lives in a house, a nice house, large house.
Like ridiculously large house.
Yeah, but it was owned and built by a lady named Mary Holman, and Mary she
A
rescued
little lamb. No.
She rescued greyhound dogs. So there's like doors in every room of this house, literally, so that she could let the dogs out whenever they needed to go, whichever room they were in. But she talks about sometimes something will happen, or she'll hear something, or she'll see something, and she's like, "Oh, that's Mary. Mary died in the house." Yeah. So my mom says that Mary's still there. There's also a dog wash in the middle of the living room. Kind of weird.
Anita says we have to be at our craft fair by 6 a.m. How
Ooh.
far away is your craft fair?
That's mighty early.
Is it a far distance?
Well, I like to say I plan on sleeping in, but that probably means I'll be up at 7. I don't know. If I put my mask on,
I'm planning on sleeping in tomorrow because I'm tired.
Yeah, it's the light that wakes me up. So if I put my mask on, then I'm usually okay.
I've got one little wispy hair here. It's really bugging me.
There's been, look at me. I think look straight on, like more. I don't see it now, but there's been a piece over here that's like just keeps sticking out.
Yeah, it's getting a little fuzzy.
Yeah.
Starting to look a little bit like a nutria or something. We have to shave. I mean, that may be on the weekend agenda.
Yeah.
Shaving, the head needs to be shaved, and this maybe needs to be brought into order.
Luckily, it's only about 30 minutes away. Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
I mean, that's like a typical trip to somewhere for us.
You have to leave the house at 5:30 a.m. though, which is not good.
Which means you have to get up at like 4.
Well, I don't know. It depends on.
Well, it depends on
if they can have it packed up and ready to go. They just jump in the car.
That's true.
Maybe not.
So it depends on all that. I don't know all those factors for you.
Ed's got to do his hair and stuff.
Right, that's true.
It probably doesn't take him too long. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. Stacy saying, hope it goes well. I'm sure it will. You guys have cool stuff.
Yeah. Sell some coasters. I love our coasters. We use these coasters in every room of the house.
Yes, we do.
Well, that's not entirely true. We use them in the living room, the dining room, and the what?
Did you bring your stickers home?
I did not.
I made stickers that I drew 8 of the animals in our newest gallery at the aquarium like months ago.
Good night, Les.
Good night, Les. 4 stickers, and then nothing happened. And then finally, when I got back from vacation, there were stickers on my desk. So they had my artwork turned into a little sticker page, and it's got let's see if I can remember all the animals I drew. It's got an arowana fish, an archer fish, an electric eel, an axolotl, a bird poop frog, discus fish.
How many are there?
A paddlefish. There's 8. There's one more.
I know what it is.
You know what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. A freshwater stingray.
There you go.
Boom.
There's only 8 on there?
I think so.
Sure it's not 12?
Could be 12.
It's not just 2 rows.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
No.
No? What else is it? What am I missing?
I don't know.
I didn't do a cichlid. I didn't do an electric catfish. I didn't do an epaulet shark. I didn't do there's a mud skipper. So that's another one, which is a fish. I didn't do the 4-eyed fish. I didn't do...
Maybe there's 9 then. Maybe it's 3 and 3 by 3.
Maybe.
I know there's 3 rows because
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
not skinny enough to be only 2.
Because there's not... I didn't do a blind cave tetra. I didn't do a fairy shrimp. I didn't do a dart frog or a emerald tree boa.
We've got some cool new fish things in that area.
Yeah, that's got to be it. It's got to be 9.
What are those called? 4-fingered lip suckers.
Yeah, they're really cool.
They're real cool.
They're like somewhat terrestrial fish. Like there's like this waterfall. Like most of the terrarium is a waterfall with like a little shallow thing of water at the bottom, and they're like crawling
climbing
over.
all up and around
really
this
cool.
waterfall. Yeah, they're cool looking. Ed says it takes him as long to do his hair as it does for you to do yours, Matt.
Oh, well, that's probably like 30, 40 minutes then. Got to get all his hairs in the right place, get the wax in there, shine it up.
I wonder if there's a video that I can show of this.
Of the 4-fingered lip sucker?
Apparently not, because when you Google it and hit YouTube, it's just people sucking their thumbs.
I mean, it is. Well, yeah.
I mean, there's a picture of the animal.
Is there? I feel like there's
Well-
probably, maybe there's another common name for the 4-fingered lip sucker. Because that's a really weird name. I had never even heard of this thing before. And you were like, let's go see the new fish with the 4 fingers. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Well, they must
That's
be
all I
from
can see is those pictures.
It must be from Japan. Well, here's how you do this. You figure out their scientific name, and then you search by that. If I can even find their scientific name, because
Nobody else is going to tell you.
here it is.
Andemia tetradactylus.
Tetradactylus. So tetra is 4, dactylus is fingers.
Okay, so 4-fingered.
I don't know if andemia means lips, but I don't want to search Wikipedia. I want to search the whole internet.
Search the whole internet.
Oh, the Florida Aquarium's Instagram comes up. Oh, and we have an X account? That's interesting.
None of those are in English.
Well,
Oh, the Florida Aquarium had a video.
did it?
Oh, but that's not the animal. I just saw the Florida Aquarium.
Interesting that would come up, though.
Yeah. Is it moving in that?
Doesn't appear to
But
be
it's
moving.
not moving. They're cool,
Yeah,
though.
it's way
Maybe
cooler
we'll
than
try
that.
and take a video.
They're little, though. That's the problem.
Stacy posted something. I can't click on it from here. So if that's something, then go watch that.
This may be a better one. Well, that ain't going to help. Well, that was
not,
it.
It's not moving.
No, that's not a very good one either.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Maybe we can take one at work.
Anyway, they're really freaky.
Yeah.
And apparently they're from Japan because that's Anableps. That's not even them.
Mm-mm.
Why did that come up?
Because nobody has a video of them. It's interesting that we got them if they're so
unusual.
Yeah.
They're so unusual.
Are you ready for bed? Are you ready to?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Because it's 10:15, and although we've only been on here for an hour, I feel like we've been on here all night. Mostly because we got on here late.
Yep. Okay, well, thank you guys for hanging out. Again, sorry we were late. We would show you the animals, but we wanted to just get them settled and give them some privacy and let them acclimate to their new homes. But next week, I'm sure we'll have some pictures. We'll probably see some pictures maybe on Facebook, but definitely of the Accu monitor.
Yeah, because I think
she's like really well established. The other two, we are going to be treating them with very tender, loving care.
Yeah.
So to make sure that we can get them healthy and hearty and hopefully making babies.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Have a good weekend, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.